I bought this beautiful 1940s Tiger Oak desk off Marketplace and completely refinished it as a Christmas gift for my husband this year. So this is exactly how I did it.
I found this desk for $40 on Facebook Marketplace. And the couple selling it was like, sorry, we started sanding the bottom and then we kind of like gave up. And I'm like, don't apologize. You saved me so much time. Now the top is not solid oak. It is veneer and it was really in rough shape, to be honest. So I started off by gluing this piece that was kind of coming off with some wood glue and I clamped it down. And then I also used some wood filler and kind of filled in this cracking piece of veneer. I know I probably should have used like some veneer and like covered it up, blah, blah, blah. I didn't want to do that. I used my belt sander. I think I used 180 grit. I know I probably should have like taken off the top finish. It was like just flaking off. So I was just like, I'm just going to sand this down. I tried to be really gentle because this was a veneer and I didn't want to sand through the veneer. Then I used my mouse sander and went down to a lower grit. I think I did like 220 or something like that after I had gotten the finish off and everything like that. And then I moved on to the base. Now this was kind of like done for me in a lot of ways, which like I said, really saved me a lot of time. They had already taken off the finish and everything. So I kind of just smoothed it out with a 220 grit. And I went in with a wood conditioner first. I let that kind of soak in for 30 minutes to an hour. And then I went in with stain. I used Provincial by Minwax. And I ended up doing 2 coats of that.
The table has these very cute brass feet, and I initially used Brasso, which worked on some of them, but I had to use a razor to kind of scrape off this finish on the top of them and then used Barkeeper's Friend to polish them. The Tiger Oak was just looking so pretty at this point. Now, one of the drawers just didn't have a bottom, and one of my strongest strengths is having my dad to help me cut things with tools I'm scared to use. So he helped me cut a piece of wood to go in the bottom of the drawer, and then the other drawers kind of looked a little gross. So I used this peel and stick wallpaper on all the drawers to kind of just make them look really cute on the inside. And then the next day I went in with a coat of a water-based polyacrylic. Now on the top of the desk, I did all these same steps, except in the place where I did the wood filler, I used some paint to kind of just like match the wood grain pattern. And I did 3 coats of polyacrylic with sanding with a 220 grit in between coats. My husband loves mid-century modern, so I found this hardware that I thought kind of fit that vibe. And then the worst part was reinstalling these drawer glides in the desk. It took like 12 hours total. It almost broke my dad and I's relationship. Husband loves his new desk, so I guess it was all worth it.